thought it was a nice night, thought I'd go for a drive. So back in February I won this Audi 80 convertible for £12 in a raffle, and since then I've done a fair few things to it. New class 385 there, very comfortable train. I've done a few things to it, so it was the MOT, wheel bearing, it needed to pass it, thermostat, all the belts, tensioners including the damp tensioner that these 5 valve 1.8 litre engines have, cleaned it up a bit, and out of that just drive and enjoy. It's got a manual hood, so nothing really too much to worry about there. It's a bit of a faff getting it down, up and down, one person, but it can be done in a few minutes. I'm not going to be doing a lot of talking in built up areas because I have to talk quite loud. The cars don't probably open, people will be thinking, who is this madman shouting to himself? So we'll get into the country roads and then we'll have a bit of a chat. I apologise, the camera is shaking a bit, and that is because it's attached to the windscreen. And one of the things I've learned about in this car, never had a convertible before, is scuttle check, and there is plenty of it in this car. There's a tractor coming here, I'm going to let him through. My flashers don't work. So I just had to wave him through there. Hopefully I've left him enough room. Off we go again. So I think we'll just take it a wee drive to Falkirk Wheel and back. Some traffic lights here. I normally run in this road. So something coming, traffic lights are stuck on red. I hate traffic lights. So, this is a 2000 Audi 80 Cabriolet. Now it's a final edition, so it's actually got a lot of parts in it that are from an Audi A4. So when they introduced the Audi A4 in 1994, which replaced the 80 range, they didn't produce a convertible version. They just kept the Audi 80 Cabriolet going. So the Audi 80 Cabriolet itself was introduced in 1992, and it was based on the Audi Coupe B3, which had been introduced in 1989, and that itself was based on the 1987 Audi 80. They're all quite similar looking cars though. So this one, because this is a 2000, it's called the final edition. So it has various Audi A4 parts, the most notable of which is the 1.8 20 valve engine. It's also got a few other things. It's got the steering wheel from the later Audis as well. It's got more up-to-date numerals on the dials. I think the gear lever and stuff as well. There was also trim options available in the final edition Cabriolet that weren't available in other earlier cars. It's got ellipsoid headlights and other various sort of options, interior trim. The Audi 80 was produced from 1987 up until 2000, when the new Audi A4 came in convertible format. The Audi 80 was significantly facelifted in 1992. A new front fascia, slightly wider track, longer wheelbase, some changes to the engine, and the Cabriolet was introduced in 1992. The most notable owner of a Cabriolet is Princess Diana. I think she actually had a dark blue one that was like this. So for a convertible, and despite the scuttle shape, it actually handles quite well. I mean, I haven't hooned it or anything like that, but it certainly sticks to the road. It's got decent tyres on it, so it certainly sticks to the road, and you know, it's a very comfortable car as well. The suspension is nice and soft. It wafts, despite not being a particularly large car, probably about the same size as a 3 Series BMW. It does actually waft, which, coming from a Rover 75, is something that I was really pleased about, because I was sorry to see that car go. The 1.8 20 valve engine, I think it's got about 115 brake horsepower, so it's adequate. It seems to open up about 3000 RPM, so you can feel it pull a little bit more. After that, over 75, just passing it. You can see it there. There it is. Still one of those cars. So I've got no plans for this car other than just drive and enjoy. The best thing about it is that the whole family can enjoy it. So my wife and son can enjoy it as well. So we go for days away and things like that. So for the price of the car, it really has been a lot of fun. Just coming up to the Fokker wheel now. A quick walk around of the car. Really nice evening. Really, really nice. There's no wee man on the gate. The car park, which is good. A lot of caravans up here tonight. I wonder why that is. Oh, it's motor. Well, actually, they look more like Winnebagos. A nice empty car park in here, which is great. So it's been a really decent ownership experience. There's a couple of unusual things about this car I found out though. So one of the things is that parts are quite hard to come by, because these cars, the youngest is now nearly 20 years old, i.e. this one. The other thing I've noticed about this car, I found out, is that it doesn't have a brake servo. And I noticed that when I started it up after laying it up for maybe about a week, there was this brake light that was flashing, but it wasn't a low brake fluid warning light. I didn't know what it was, so I looked up online. What it actually is, it's a brake accumulator. Works off the power steering pump and uses, I think it's LHM or a sort of similar fluid. It's not brake fluid it uses anyway. And it's called a bomb. It's the sort of enthusiasts, if you like, speak for it, and it does look like a little bomb. It's away down in the lower near side of the engine bay, so it's a brake accumulator. So it's like Citroen technology in a German car, which I thought was really unusual. So The reason it flashes is because the seals on it are maybe not quite in the first flush of youth, and they maybe lose a little bit of pressure over time. But it doesn't affect the driving of the car. So other things to watch out for the car when we're talking about parts is the instrument cluster can start to get a bit wonky, shall we say. What happens with mine is that I was a bit worried the temperature gauge was reading a little bit high. Sometimes it wouldn't read anything at all. I got the thermostat replaced, so for peace of mind, with that in mind, knew the head gasket was probably fine, got that tested, it's all fine. So I just ignore it now. What I also notice is that the fuel gauge tends to rise and fall in the same motion as the temperature gauge, so you've got a choice of, it looks like your car's overheating but you've got tons of fuel, or your car's running really cold and you need to fill up. So best thing to do with both of those, temperature gauge you can ignore, it's fine because I've had it tested. Fuel gauge, just fill up at every 300 miles, so you can ignore it. You can faff about with, there's a voltage regulator at the back, there's various contacts, you can do that if you want. I just chose the no cost option to ignore it. Apart from that, it's not really anything else that's really gone wrong with the car at all. There's a CV joint that's maybe a little bit tired. But apart from that, it's been a great car, so we'll have a quick walk around. Try not to switch you off. Yep, you're still on. Have a quick walk around. So, let's see if we can get the car in the shot. Oh, we'll need to stand a bit further back than that. Put my glasses up so I can actually see. There it is. Oh, there we go. And my shadow in the shot as well, and half my head. Marvellous. Try and keep it in shot. Oh, this is weird, holding the camera when it's actually facing the other way. Oh, this is a bit wonky, sorry. I'm standing in front of it. There we are there. There's a few marks in the paintwork, but nothing that can't be expected of a 20-year-old car. The door rubbing strips on the bottom are kind of rubbing off a bit. They are, let's try and point to where they are, there. They're coming off a bit, but it's about £120 for new ones, so I'm not paying that. So I've used a paper clip to attach them. So that's a sort of typical budget solution. Just to say, it's a really nice night here. I don't know if you can see the fog-up wheel there. So the fog-up wheel is a mechanical boat lift that takes boats from the Union Canal, which is that way, to the Forth and Clyde Canal, which is that way. There used to be a flight of 11 locks that went down the hill, which took hours. That was built over in the 1950s, and there was no link between the two canals for many years, and then the Millennium Link project took place and they rejoined them using a fog-up wheel. You can just see that here. Just out of shot is the actual part of it that rotates down, so it's got two Cassians, one at the top, one at the bottom, counterbalanced, and the two boats can use it, or maybe three boats can get in one of them. I think it's about three boats, and it lowers it down to the Forth and Clyde Canal. Absolutely fantastic. Anyway, I digress. Car stuff. So here it is. Yeah, so that's the Audi. It's done 104,000 miles. No plans to do anything else to it other than just do servicing. Keep it looking decent, or maybe it's a bit of rust on the front arches. Let's just try and see if we can focus on that. So there's a bit of rust here, both sides. Every single VAG car does it, but it's not right through. So what I think I'll probably do is just Dremel it back and just repaint it. So we'll look at the back of it as well, shall we? Interior is really nice as well. Don't know if you can see that there. Might be a bit dark because the sun's shining on it. Nice tan sort of buttery biscuit type interior. Get out of the way again. There we go. And there's the back as well. Just the back of the car didn't really change very much through its whole production, so that is pretty much pure Audi. I think it's actually like the Audi 90. So the Audi 90 was a 5-cylinder luxury version of the Audi 80. It just became integrated into the whole Audi 80 range on the 92 facelift. But prior to that, the Audi 90 had this infilled back panel, whereas I think in the 80, I think this bit was black. Around this side as well. It's really difficult to get the car in shot when I'm holding it like this. Yeah, so there we go. Really like this car. Been a great win. Love driving it with the top down. Hopefully I'll start to do a few more videos. Probably going to lose my job in the future, made redundant next couple of months, so who knows, I might have plenty of time to do videos. Lots more videos, who knows. Anyway, thanks for watching. I haven't got very many subscribers, so please subscribe, I'll try and do more videos. And thanks for watching.